I'll get the witch first.
You want the witch meat?
Yeah. I'll go against Virginia here. Shot,
All right.
paper, scissors. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Got it.
That's how we do.
I know there was some confusion last time.
I know.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Rock to rock.
To rock.
It's a tie.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
1, 2, 3, shoot. Oh, scissors. Got her.
Oh,
Ralston takes down the witch.
Scissors got paper.
He's 1-0. 1-0.
Want to know.
Who are we going to take now next, Eric?
I'll go for Denny's next.
They call him Denny's a peace train. Peace train. Going against Kevin Ricky Ralston.
Okay. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, shoot. What do you do? You did a karate chop? I think
Denny's.
you lose
That
just
was
for that.
Denny's.
He did paper scissors.
Paper lies flat, Denny's.
We're going to call out Denny's just for messing up the game. Kevin, you win. Denny's threw a shark fin. Whatever that is.
Dunkin is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Good morning. Welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Tuesday, y'all.
Yeah.
Happy
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Your hair's starting to look like it's getting back to normal, Jaybird.
It's getting there.
Okay.
I got my Walmart beard cream, although I shouldn't say it's just Walmart that has this beard cream. It's really a universal thing. You can get it anywhere. I actually get it at Publix now.
How's your chemical burn?
Finally back to normal. My lips are normal.
Yeah.
My forehead's kind of gone back to normal. But it took a good 3 weeks. That's when Hulk Hogan visited it. 3 weeks. Wow.
Yeah, I was going to say, it really set you back for a while.
Feels like it was yesterday.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
It does. Oh, Hulk Hogan is tiring. Good news. Don't think he's going to be making the Great 48 Marathon.
Oh,
we're
good.
doing.
That's good news.
That is good news.
I don't know if the studio's big enough. Yeah. Yeah, that is going to be starting tomorrow. So once we kick off this show, 24 hours from now, we are pretty much going to be in here and on the radio until we wrap up the show on Friday. The goal is to raise $100,000 for the Bahamas. 48 hours. That's how long the Cat 5 Hurricane Dorian sat over the Bahamas, moving only 100 miles in that time. So we are going to pretty much go through it 48 hours straight, all the anguish and everything to raise that money.
I sent you page 1 of ideas that I got kind of floating around my head. There's a couple more pages coming to you.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw. It was a lot of the interview with the mime and some really good stuff on there.
Booked the mime. Got the mime booked.
Yeah, Connect 4 tournament. Yeah, stuff that you're just never, ever going to hear on a radio station.
I tried to write next to each idea late night just so you know you don't have to be involved in it.
I did like that. Yes.
Late night.
We are going to be, there's going to be different things as we started kind of like talking about, what is going to be going on through the day and the night and things like that. Yes, I think pretty much from midnight to about 4 a.m. is going to be kind of the bizarre hours.
Question, me and Denny's were talking about this because we're figuring we're definitely going to be here over midnight, and we're assuming you will not be. Let's say we do a bit where we interview a mime. That goes on for 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Then do we go right into donate? Do we talk about the hurricane?
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, with everything we do, it's going to be kind of a countdown. So as we start, it'll be, okay, we're 1 hour in, we got 47 hours left, so this is just kind of it. Because to me, it just kept impressing upon me as I was watching the storm, just like, this is unbelievable. I can't believe they're going through this. The time just had to be standing still, 48 hours. And as you hear the stories of people and what they were going through, they said that 45 minutes felt like 45 days. And I can imagine that as people were just trying to survive this. So, yeah, so it's going to be a grueling experience as it was, for the people that were going through the hurricane.
But it is good to keep saying while you're doing it. Because people are going to be tuning in and going, why is he interviewing a mime?
Yeah, because it's got to, that way it makes sense. Be like, okay, they're just, they're grasping for whatever they can get.
Yeah, because I don't want to be disrespectful, but I want to keep the goofy going. I want to be goofy and then hit him up with the hurricane, go back to goofy.
All you got to keep doing is saying we're in here, it is our goal, and I want to keep checking the dollar amount. So that would be the thing. Pretty much every time you come on to say, hey, we're at this, because I mean, it is going to be tough to get to $100,000. As somebody did the math, and at $100 per donation, we need 1,000 donations, which would be a donation every 2.88 minutes that we're on. So, you know, it's going to be tough. I really want to do this. I hope that we can. It's going to take a lot of people coming through, and not even just the smaller ones. We're also doing stuff for businesses to get involved. If you do have a business and would like to make a donation, we're going to take really good care of you. We have 3 different packages for businesses. There's the platinum donation of $10,000 plus. You'll get an in-studio interview and a social media post. You know, we got over 112,000 people on Facebook, and Instagram is got huge social media numbers on everything. And so, you know, you'll get that. The $10,000 gets you in here for 5 minutes for an interview just about your business and whatever's going on. Gold donation, that's $5,000 plus, gets an on-air mention, plus your own Facebook and Instagram post on KVJ. And then the silver donation, which is $1,000, gets you an on-air mention, and you get your business. We have a page we're going to be putting up. So...
Question. Let's say you have a business that wants to come in for the interview, but they don't really want to talk about their business. They kind of want to talk about maybe like their love problems. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
All right.
That's fun.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, you can definitely
I'm not
going to
talk about my business, but me and my wife are having a terrible time.
Yeah.
We will definitely play the role of the low-budget Dr. Ruth.
Yeah.
We will get into it. We will try to help them.
Yep. And here's what we're going to be trying to raise for, you know, anybody else that is not doing one of the packages that we have for businesses. We're going to be doing shout outs for $50. And for $100, we will play up to a 4-minute song from a major record label that is FCC friendly. So those are just the small guidelines on that.
So 3/4 of Bohemian Rhapsody you can get on the air.
If you want to go ahead and pay, like, okay, for every 4 minutes. So if you want to give us $200, yes, we could play all of Bohemian Rhapsody at 8 minutes. So that's kind of how that's going to work. So $100 will get you 4 minutes of your favorite song.
I mean, I'm thinking about putting my own money down and taking over the hour. Billy Joel hour, baby. I pay for it. Pay to play.
Go for it, man. That's it. That's what we're doing. And then for $100, you can spend 30 minutes watching the KVJ48 in person. So that's kind of the price points that we're doing. In fact, it's open right now if you want to start getting your shout outs and your requests in, because they're going to start lining up, and then, you know, we'll start front loading in order of what we get.
Yeah, someone asked, are we able to donate right now if we wanted to?
Yes, if you want to right now, it is this number, 44321. So it's easy. It's 44 and then you count down 321, 44321, and it's KVJ Bahamas. So you text KVJ Bahamas to 44321.
The only thing that's not active is get your song, get your shout out. We can't do those until the 48 starts.
Okay.
The Great 48.
The Great 48.
So do they leave a comment in that for their shout out or for their thing, or do they have to get the receipt of it and then text that to us?
Screenshot your receipt and text it to us. For right now, we're trying to get a memo box, but as of yesterday, there was not a memo box on there.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get that added today. If we can't, the fallback is just screenshot your receipt and text it to us.
Okay. And that's 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763.
Better commit that to memory. I don't know. I might be on that side at some point.
I'm going to have this in front of you, so I'm going to have Denny's print this up, what I'm looking at, because trust me, this is not committed to memory for me either. I don't have that kind of memory. I just have organized notes that I'm reading from.
I'm not even kidding you. I will give out our old radio station, because I've done it before.
Yeah, that probably will happen.
We were doing a bit not too long ago, and I called our old radio station's hotline, because I just had it in my phone as hotline.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to call Kevin. I called the guy in the old studio. And he goes,
hello? They didn't change the number? It's still there?
Nope, they did not change the number. It is still there.
All right,
and I was like, Kevin?
That could be some fun.
It costs too much money to change the number.
All right. Well, I'm glad we still got that line through. Maybe we make some requests over there. So, again, that is text KVJ Bahamas to 44321. So, hopefully businesses, people, you guys can really help us. $100,000 is an ambitious number, but I feel like that's the one that we need to really shoot for. We're going to aim high, and you can start getting in those texts right now and the donations, and we kick off tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., 48 hours of KVJ.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in just a second, Bobby Brown had to be removed from a flight. What happened? I will tell you coming up in just a second. Before we get into that, Britney Spears has a new temporary conservator, her case manager, who's been working with her already for a little while. It was made official yesterday in that LA courtroom where the judge appointed this case manager. Britney's father relinquished his powers due to all kinds of issues. Now, he's claiming it's health reasons, but I'm sure a lot of it has to do with the fact that he is now currently under investigation for putting his hands on Britney's 13-year-old son, Sean Preston. Ugh. You're supposed to be the conservator, not the abuser. So, yeah, this is a big mess. Kevin Federline now has 70% custody, and Britney has 30%. For a while, they had 50-50, but because of all the mental stuff that she's been going through recently, Kevin Federline now has 70%, and she now has 30%.
The only problem with this whole custody agreement is you're asking Kevin Federline and Britney Spears to do math. That is the toughest part of this.
They don't have to do the math. Their people will do the math for them.
Thank goodness.
Because that 70% also equals a big bump in child support money.
When's the last time you heard Kevin Federline's Popo's Al song?
When I sang it to him at Universal Studios when I ran into him.
That wasn't that long ago?
That was not that long ago.
Okay.
That was last September or October.
Did you just walk her into a name drop?
I did. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Would you guys work this out ahead of time?
We
sorry.
stood there and sang it together. Actually, I was like, Popo's Hour was so fire. Popo's Hour. Popo's Hour.
You can't say things like that. That's just building them up. You are.
Yep.
Stop.
It broke down the walls, and he talked to me for a good 5 minutes.
This one goes on you, Jaybird.
I'm sorry.
In other news, it looks like Kelly Clarkson's new show kicked off with a funny opening.
We have it. Yeah, this was pretty awesome, and I got to tell you, Steve Carell nails it.
So Steve Carell came out, and I guess they recreated the scene from the 40-Year-Old Virgin that we all have heard and love.
That's smart.
Here's a little bit of that.
Live on tape from Universal Studios in Hollywood. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelly Clarkson!
He nailed it.
Kelly Clarkson.
That's awesome.
That's smart. That's funny.
So cute.
Yeah.
And finally here, why was Bobby Brown kicked off of a flight? I mean, this sounds messy. So he's on a plane in first class, trying to get a beverage. I know that feeling. He couldn't get his beverage, so I guess he got a little hot and had a little verbal altercation with somebody. At one point, I guess the flight crew was like, that's it. And they kicked him off the plane, but they kicked everybody off the plane, which is kind of weird. Usually they just remove the person that's causing the disturbance. They kicked everybody off the plane. The cops came, talked to Bobby Brown. He said he was trying to go to a funeral and he was all upset, and maybe that's why he overreacted. So they let everybody else back on the plane but him, and they issued him a refund.
Was he drinking at all?
I believe he was drinking.
Sadness plus drinking, plane. It's a bad combination.
It's a lot. So I don't know. It's going to be hard for me to take his side. I have to hear from the flight crew, who was sober, by the way. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day.
It's time for viral audio.
So had your kids, had your wife.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, if you're watching KVJ TV this morning, you see Virginia is wearing a Saints jersey, which lets you know that since they played football last night against the Houston Texans, you would have to assume that, of course, the Saints won.
You wouldn't know it by watching the first half of the game. But yes, in the end, the Saints did win. It was literally a nail biter. I bit off 2 of my fingernails completely.
Exciting stuff. It's pretty much right at the end of the game. Saints march out Will Lutz, their kicker, for a 58-yard field goal. That is quite a long distance. Can he do it?
Will Lutz, based on that hold from Morstead, it would be from 58. His career long is 57. Can he put the cape on his back and become a hero here for these fans? 58-yard attempt for the win! Got it!
Lutzy.
There you go.
It's big. I mean, they almost lost the game several times.
That's opening? Yeah. That's the first game?
Yep.
For them, yes.
In their dome, yeah.
Yes, for them. So they had a couple passes to Ted Gidd Jr. and Michael Thomas to set that all up. Thank the Ohio State Buckeyes for that, Virginia.
You got a lot of Buckeyes on the Saints.
Yeah, they had 7 in the game last night.
My sister was sending me the she was there. So when they come out of the tunnel, and the fire and all that, they're like, from the Ohio State, from the Ohio State, from the Ohio State University.
Oh, I know. Them Suckeyes, Jay Bird.
Oh, I know.
All over the NFL.
They paid them illegally to get them on that team.
We don't care. We love them.
That's right.
Taking them.
Virginia's all fun. So there you go. Final score, 30-28 last night. And if you're following the Raiders drama with Antonio Brown, they actually won their first game, beat the Broncos last night, 24-16.
How did he do?
He is not playing with the Raiders anymore. You missed all the drama from the weekend?
Oh, the Patriots signed him. That's right.
The Patriots picked him up, and it's just an ongoing saga.
Yes.
HBO did the Hard Knocks. The only winner with that whole saga was HBO because they followed the Antonio Brown through training camp and all that.
How lucky is that?
Yeah, they picked the right team. HBO's like, yeah.
They always do, man. They know what they're doing.
Is that show on now?
It just had wrapped up because it's only about training camp.
Oh, okay.
That's a good show.
It is a great show.
You don't have to like football to get into that.
They had the Dolphins several years ago. They did the Browns last year, the Raiders this year, and you're right. It seems like every year they pick the right team to follow.
They must have some kind of special crystal ball of who's going to act up.
I think they sense, okay, who might have drama. And they're
Definitely.
Like, Antonio Brown's going to the Raiders. We're going to follow that team.
It's not hard. I mean, you can figure it out. If you ask around, hey, what team's got some people, there's going to be some drama.
Chad Johnson's going to be at the Dolphins. I'll follow them. Baker Mayfield's going to be at the Browns. I'll follow them. Yeah, so they just look for that squirrely player, and then there you go. You got a series. And a great night of football last night.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jay Bird?
I'm pretty fascinated by this backmasking stuff, where there's hidden messages and songs, and sometimes they even say, and when I say they, I mean the paranoid people of the world, they say even in news broadcasts or even in movies, there's hidden messages, and we don't know, but subconsciously we're taking these messages in. And I had never heard this one with Queen's Another One Bites the Dust.
Yeah.
There's a hidden message in there, supposedly, and it says, if you backmask it on a certain part, you take it, reverse it, it's supposed to say, it's fun to smoke marijuana. And that's what it's supposedly. Now, I listened to it. I couldn't hear it that much, but what are your guys' thoughts on that stuff? Do you think people are deliberately trying to send messages and stuff, or is that all?
Well, who listens to songs backwards?
I think people who.
First off, I think it's stupid.
People that are high.
This is something that's been going on for a long time.
I know.
Now.
When I was a little kid, I remember. I still have memories.
Johnny is a devil.
I was at my church, and they had some guy that came in there was talking to us about the evils of music, and he was. I think he had an Ozzy song. He had a Beatles song. He had these things. He's like going, you hear these messages clearly in there. And I'm just like, I don't hear anything. And my question was, I think I even asked him, like going, but who's listening to music backwards? So, you don't need to be a smart egg or whatever. I'm like, I'm not. I'm just like, who's listening to stuff backwards?
So you were asking the right questions. He just didn't like that you were challenging him.
I can answer that question for you. So in studios, there's a button, there's a feature you can hit, and it can reverse your music, and that's how you can easily do it.
I told him, like, I've never listened to a song backwards, so I think I'm good. And he's like, go figure. That's just what it's doing. It's polluting our minds.
Unless it's a Missy Elliott song, and then she does it on purpose to us, and we like it.
She's on that, and if you reverse that, it's supposed to say, put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Yeah, those are real lyrics that she sings right before she actually puts her thing down, flips it, and reverses it.
Yeah, it's a cool tactic in that way, yeah.
You bring up the Beatles. They have a few songs. They got one, Revolution 9. I guess it says,
that was the one.
Turn me on, dead man. Turn me on, dead man. Turn me on, dead man.
So what if it does? What does that even mean? Like, I don't know.
It's supposed to, well, I guess there was one where some people thought Paul McCartney really died.
Yeah, there was the thing about that because he was walking barefoot in the Abbey Road album across the street and the album cover, and they thought that was I don't know.
He looks pretty alive to me.
Led Zeppelin has one. If you reverse the Stairway to Heaven, here's to my sweet Satan.
Yeah, I went through that. I did that whole thing when I was a kid. Yeah.
The other thing they did. Remember the Pink Floyd album? They said if you play Wizard of Oz, and play what was it? Is it The Wall?
It is, yeah. It's The Wall. If you start The Wall and there's a heartbeat that you sync it up with, if you start that with The Wizard of Oz at the same time, it's almost like it's a soundtrack. And a lot of the things in Pink Floyd's album The Wall will link up with The Wizard of Oz. Now, what stoner had that kind of time to figure that all out?
But did they really do that, though? Or is it just coincidence?
No, I think it's coincidence. I think somebody's like, yo, man, you realize, like, the heart is beating right now on the album, and on The Wizard of Oz, the lion's talking about his heart.
I'd
stuff
say
like that.
That would take so long as a band to write music to.
I don't think they did it. It was just a coincidence, and so people who were really stoned and had a lot of free time figured that out.
You guys are saying, no, these messages are not real. They're not deliberately doing it. It's just coincidence. That's your opinion on this matter.
I think it would be too tough. I think there's not enough benefit out of it, and I don't think that it really... I do believe in subliminal messages. They had, shown one time that at movie theaters, how many ever frames per second that they were putting 1 or 2 frames, it would be like buttered popcorn
or a Coca-Cola.
That's real.
Like that was stuff they were doing as marketing tactics.
I'm so thirsty.
Yes.
Boy, I could go for some buttered popcorn.
That kind of stuff I do, but yeah, playing something backwards and it's going to turn me into that was the thing when I was a little kid. They were worried about everybody becoming a Satan worshiper, and I was like, all right.
I'm not saying Satan worshiper, but they're saying hidden messages in there.
Yeah, I mean, I would worry about more the blatant messages that are in front of us. Let's stop worrying about the hidden ones. There's a lot of really bad messages that they're not even trying to hide to get your attention. That why are we worried about what we play backwards?
They've done this in art where there's hidden messages in art. I mean, that's a real thing.
Yeah, there is that stuff, the visual subliminal, maybe I believe a little bit more than I do a message that is in a song done backwards.
You bring up a good point, though. Satan did have a strong PR game in like the 70s and the 80s. There was a lot of, don't let the devil worshippers get you.
Yeah, well, it was a battle because you had, at the time, Black Sabbath and heavy metal music, and they used, Motley Crue was doing Shout at the Devil, and so you had all this kind of imagery, and so you had the paranoid Christian, right, that was going up against the people that were, the Satanists on the other side.
If you're shouting at him, you're certainly not on his side.
And they talked to these bands. They're like, "Oh, we didn't believe in Satan. It was a marketing tool. We knew kids liked it, so they talked. Would sell albums.
The song "We're Not Gonna
Satan Worshippers.
We're not gonna take it." People got all upset about "We're Not." Who sang that?
Twisted Sister.
Yeah, they thought they were Satan people.
Yeah,
like, no, man.
They're trying to find it and all this stuff. They're just trying to market to kids like me and who had extremely conservative Christian parents, and it worked. I listened to Shout at the Devil.
I loved it.
They won. I loved it. It's a fantastic album. One of my favorites from Motley Crue. It worked. Virginia, what you got on your mind?
I was thinking about this yesterday because I was riding around, and as I put my seatbelt on in my car, I was thinking about that story I read about Kevin Hart and how, that 1970s car that he was riding in when he got into the accident didn't have the same kind of safety features that we have. We have a 3-point safety buckle, and we have airbags, and we have all this stuff. And they said, if he would have got into that wreck with a modern day car with the seatbelts and the airbags, he probably would be fine. His injuries are because it was a lap belt situation. Harnesses aren't required. So something good may actually be coming out of his whole accident. Apparently, the California Highway Patrol is going to be petitioning for new laws that require companies that customize and restore classic cars to upgrade their seatbelts and their airbags and safety harnesses so that you can minimize the serious injuries. They say if you go back and you look at all the car crashes that old dudes have been in their restored cars, you see the guys driving down the street with the car. If they go back and look at all the wrecks that those guys got into, there's so much more exactly the same injuries that Kevin Hart has. The spinal fractures, the back stuff.
Right.
They could really prevent a lot of major injury and death.
Yeah, and especially in the state of California, they have a lot of classic cars there because they don't have a lot of rain, and then they don't have the salt on the roads and things like that. So when
beautiful.
when you're in California, there are a lot of old classic cars that are on the road there that are driving around.
Kind of feel like we got an extended dirt of the day with that one. I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's what she's doing now. What's on my mind is
dirt stories.
Dirt stories, yeah.
I thought this one was fascinating.
I'm kidding with you.
Why don't you go suck it?
I'm just joking.
Do you have any other hats?
Yeah. In fact, I have 3 or 4.
You've been wearing that Bigfoot hat for a while. Why don't you rotate?
That's all she's got. I wore my Brave hat yesterday.
No, you didn't. You wore Bigfoot yesterday.
No, I wore my Brave hat yesterday.
Because I was going to throw something off of it.
You got nothing, Sanicki. I called you out for your dirt of the story, and you got nothing. This Bigfoot hat's amazing.
What I got on my mind, I just want to give a quick shout out to Lake Worth Beach, or whatever they're calling the town these days. It is a cool, eclectic little town. I went there last night with my wife. We were just kind of like, trying to find a place to, relax, get a drink, and kind of chill out. Went to this place, Revelry, which is pretty cool. Got their shirt on today. It's a nice little hideaway bar.
I like your new thing.
Yeah.
He goes to fun little bars and
Yeah.
breweries and buys the shirt, and then it's fun. It's trendy. The shirts are usually pretty high quality.
They are high quality shirts you get, and I just, to me, I love South Florida. I love supporting like local businesses, that are doing good stuff, and so I always love finding new little places, and this is a place that we've never been. And it was really kind of interesting. It was kind of eclectically decorated, and it was Metal Mondays, which was odd. So they're playing like goth metal, which I didn't know any of the songs.
Metal Monday?
It was bizarre, and it didn't fit the clientele that was in there. But I'm like, all right.
Well, intense for a Monday.
Well, and it's just it's kind of one of those places. Lake Worth is so weird.
It's eclectic.
I mean, you're there, and I love that kind of stuff. And just if you have not gone to Lake Worth for a while, Lake Avenue just down there, there's so much stuff to watch. There was a guy that was just walking across the street, and he was dressed in full Ace Frehley Kiss regalia, face paint.
Well,
the
he's
outfit.
obviously there for Metal Monday.
No, he was on another side of Lake Avenue, far away from this. This had nothing to do with Metal Monday. And I'm like going, is he in a Kiss cover band or what's going on? So I was watching him, and he just sat down at an outdoor cafe. I think he was dressed that way just because it was Monday.
Are you sure it wasn't really Ace?
I don't know what's going on.
It's the spaceman.
I would look over here and I'd be, ooh, there's somebody to look at over here. There's so much great people watching it. It was just so bizarre. It was like I was having a weird acid trip, and I'm like going, no, I'm just in Lake Worth.
It's Metal Monday, baby.
It was Metal Monday. I'm like, just what an amazing little town. So I love all the little towns that we got in South Florida, and nobody gonna beat Lake Worth Beach for weird. I think they've really got it. They've perfected it. It's just something that's very interesting. I mean, when you've got an Ace Frehley walking around and it's Monday.
I mean, that is peacocking.
It's Monday at 6 p.m. I mean,
like, what?
And he had like a coffee in his hand and a newspaper, and Ace was just sitting there like, yeah, it's just because it's Monday.
That's what Kiss used to do back in the day in New York when they weren't famous yet. They'd dress up in their makeup with all kind of equipment and then have people follow them around like they were something else.
It worked.
And it did work. They got a buzz because of that.
Yeah, I get it. It's an attention getter. So the guy was peacocking, and it looked pretty good. So hats off to him, and a fun little place to go to. So go check out Lake Avenue if you've not been there for a while. In Lake Worth, they got a lot of really cool places for you to go. Oh, yeah, it is the KVJ show. Getting ready for the KVJ48 kicking off tomorrow. A lot of people have got a lot of questions about everything that is going to be going down. Somebody said, my husband is worried about Jason's baby, his dog Chewy. He's going to be taking care of him for the 48 hours that you guys are going to be there. And actually, when you put in the other 4 hours of the KVJ show will be 52, but Jaybird is, I believe, going to be bringing Chewy up here a little bit, correct?
So I think I've got a little bit of a hybrid plan going on. I think I'm going to be having Chewy here for a little bit, and I think Jen, Denny's wife, is going to be taking care of him because he's got shots he has to do. And
he's on a schedule.
He is on a medical schedule.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I think I'm going to have him for a little bit. He gets a little overwhelmed. He likes his surroundings.
Okay.
He's got a whole walking thing. He's got to walk for at least 20 minutes in the morning and then in the evening.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. People are also asking about the donations and the songs that we're going to be playing. Yes, as I talked to our boss, Leo, this is kind of like what we were able to work out, making concessions here and there because, yeah, we're talking about playing some things that aren't typically on the format. And for anybody who runs music on a radio station, they're like, oh, my gosh, we're playing a song that's out of format. It makes them very tweaky.
Oh, you're going to hear some Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yes. So, but this is the rule. It is up to a 4-minute song from a major record label that is FCC friendly.
It can't be. Can you guys play my buddy's band?
That's kind of it, yeah.
I don't know if they have enough money.
Well, that would be, we're getting into our platinum donations. If you can put together a 10 grand donation, the in-studio interview, come on here, you guys can play it live.
Okay.
So for the right amount of money. But yeah, for the $100, I've got to keep it major record label songs. Just so you know. So that was part of the negotiations that we had. Leo was great with it and very understanding and said, okay, just to make me more comfortable if this is how we did this, these parameters. I said, okay, absolutely.
This 48's going to be really rough for Leo.
Okay, because
he's the guy that plans all the music. And
well, if anything goes crazy, he has to answer to his management about, like, you can't keep him in control. What's wrong with you?
Well, okay, let's say someone says, I want to play a James Taylor B-side from 1972. I want my 4 minutes of it. I have $100. We're cool with that, right?
Yeah, I'll go for that, yeah.
I mean, it's a major artist.
It fits all the checks in the boxes.
Yeah, it checks the boxes.
Because if we can't do that, now we're playing Music of God. I don't know. That's
No, I mean, just because the song sucks doesn't mean that we won't play it.
Yeah, so that's just what we did, just because there are,
No offense, James Taylor.
B-side.
Radio's kind of a political game, so that's just kind of it. So keeping with the major labels.
Just trying to see where the line's at, baby.
That's kind of, yeah. We're trying to figure it out. We're trying to think of all the little weird things that can happen on the fly when we kick into the 48 hours big. We never thought of that.
Yeah.
So we're trying to think of everything.
There's things that can go wrong real quick.
Yes. So that's why we're like, for $100, we will play up to a 4-minute song from a major record label that is FCC friendly. So that's the guideline on it. So that's what we're looking at, as that all kicks off tomorrow. Yeah, several people are texting in saying the funniest thing that cracks us up about the kids and the music, they're just discovering about this very obnoxious band Tool that's very loud and raucous and does long songs. People were texting and saying, yeah, and also right now, I guess Post Malone came out with a song with Ozzy Osbourne, and the younger generation doesn't know who he is, and they're now claiming that Post Malone has made this guy Ozzy Osbourne famous. He was an unknown.
Yeah.
Unknown. Nobody
He's some
knew.
old guy we plucked out of obscurity.
Nobody knew this Ozzy Osbourne. Thank you, Post Malone, for opening our eyes to Ozzy Osbourne. We appreciate that.
Ozzy Osbourne had one of the greatest reality shows of all time.
He was famous before that, too, for music.
You're right.
I got to say happy birthday to Ryan Philippe, turning 45 today, and Bill O'Reilly, we'll do it live, is turning 70 today. Also, happy 10th birthday to Trey from Mommy, Daddy, Carter, Remy, Derby, and Jax. A happy first birthday to Leonardo from Mommy, Dada, Baxter, and Shiloh. Looking so cute in that photo if you're watching KVJ TV.
Wow.
That is precious.
On YouTube, you can go check it out. People are asking, too, hey, where's this chat room you guys are talking about? Yeah, if you go to YouTube, the KVJ show, you can see it right there. Even on your mobile app, you can see, I think, what's going on in the chat there. But if you're on a desktop version, you can do it. Now, if you're watching, on a Roku Fire Stick, things like that, I don't think that would be chat room accessible. So if you're on your phone or computer, you can see people commenting in the chat room what's going on in the show, and you can follow along.
Be mentally prepared when you enter, though. It gets a little dangerous in there.
Yeah, you're right. Some interesting stuff.
It's also my girlfriend's little daughter's birthday today. Annabella, happy birthday.
Oh, that's very nice.
And my Amy from Little Smiles.
Okay, how old is she? Do you know?
She's 1 year older than Mag, so she's probably 16.
Okay, well, we got a 16-year-old Annabella here as well.
That's her.
Oh, okay. She's 16?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay. from Mom and Fox. So there you go. Happy birthday. Just popped up there. Also, Annalise is having a happy birthday, turning 10 from Mom, Dad, Madison, and Lila. And Leela Bila, happy 8th birthday from Mom, Dad, Renly, and Ellie Bo. Got a birthday you want on the KVJ show? You let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com, and we'll get you the hookup and get your birthday on here. Virginia is questionably popular in Tequesta. She wants a pool. That's messing with the HOA. They don't like that. That's a whole new headache.
They do not like me.
She's the youngest person there. Everyone's
by about 40 years.
Everyone's 90.
No, I just had neighbors move in down the street, and they are younger than me. So, in your face.
Really? Wow.
You're in the younger demographic.
I was so happy to see them.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Finally.
Sweet.
you're living in the movie Cocoon.
Thank God.
They moved in to take care of their parents.
They moved in.
Yeah, they'll be gone in a couple months.
Her mom does live 2 doors down.
Okay, yeah. So they moved in to take care of their parents. If there's anyone below the age of 50 in Tequesta, they're there to take care of their parents.
I thought you were becoming a beloved hero in Tequesta because of the whole pool thing.
I thought that would be the case as well, but it is not turning out that way. After all that fighting that I did and getting the lawyer and going to Martin County and getting the variance, that was very expensive.
So why, just in case people don't know, why did you have to do all that?
Well, because of the way my property is laid out, Martin County wouldn't give us a pool permit without a variance on the property.
Okay.
So my HOA told me to go get a pool permit from Martin County. I think they full well knew that I couldn't get the pool permit without the variance.
Fool's errand.
But I think that they thought that I wasn't going to get the variance and I was going to give up. Because
Okay.
there have been other people in my community that have gone through the process, and when they realized they had to get a variance and they realized the expense of it, they gave up. But Mama don't work like that.
Okay.
I take things
Tell
to
'em,
the
Mama.
end and try
Yeah.
to get things done. My babies want a swimming pool.
People were calling you the Aaron Brockovich of the Tequesta area. They didn't stutter when they said it, though. It's tough to say. Brockovich is a tough word.
So we got the variance, and we were all smiles and hugging each other on Facebook. And then my pool company put the paperwork in with the HOA, and the HOA says, sorry, we can't approve anything that requires a variance. And I'm like, wait, you're the ones that told me to go get the permit. You can't get a
Right.
permit without a variance. So I got the variance to get the permit. The permit's the easy part, guys. Maybe they don't understand the property in which they govern.
Yeah.
But you can't get a permit without a variance. Got the permit, got the variance, and now they're saying, oh no, you can't build anything that requires a variance. I'm like, are you guys messing with
They're
me?
jacking with you. Yeah, they're just doing whatever they can. They're throwing all that kind of like legal red tape at you to try to frustrate you and get you off the track. But you've been plunking down some good cash to try to get to this point.
Oh, I'm close to $10,000 in legal fees.
Oh, my goodness.
And I've been doing this since 2015.
Wow.
I've got the initial application that dates to 2015 with them telling me to go get the permit on it in their handwriting.
Do you think that because of some of the words I've said about HOAs in general, they have a...
They don't listen to this. they do not listen to this. They don't even know how to find it. They're like, is it on the FM dial?
Oh, we don't listen to FM.
Trust me.
We never made the switch.
They're not listening.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you going to have to waste all that money?
So tomorrow at 1 o'clock,
Okay.
they've scheduled another meeting.
During the Great 48?
During the Great 48.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Coach, your team is falling apart before it starts.
I'm just going to go to
Yeah.
the meeting and come right back.
Okay.
You won't miss me.
That sounds like one of those things that's not I'm going to go, drop by, and come
Yeah.
right back. That sounds like there might be tears involved after.
Yeah.
Oh, there might be drama and tears. So the neighbors that believe in me and want this to happen are coming to the meeting.
Okay.
And the board or the people on the board that don't want me to do this are the ones running the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a few people in my back pocket that know what they're talking about. So
Well, look out.
this should be a battle of wills.
Okay. Now, tell me, because you're working through the pool issue and you got all kinds of hullabaloo going on, but apparently your neighbors are upset that you still haven't taken down your hurricane shutters.
This older lady walking her dog told me yesterday, you should take down your shutters. I'm like, I've taken them down on the first floor, but I just haven't had time to get on the ladder and do the second floor yet.
Welcome to my world. That is neighbors getting all nosy up in your business.
Well, she said it's a safety hazard. And no, it's not a safety hazard, Barbara. Actually, it's only a safety hazard if your shutters are bolted on and then you can't get out in the case of a fire. Barbara, I have accordion shutters. You just open the window and then you open the shutters.
Yeah.
Is her name Barbara?
No.
Is that a new thing? That,
You don't even want to know.
I don't.
No.
So, yeah.
Well, my question is here in South Florida, is it ever okay, and especially if we're threatened by a storm, to have your hurricane shutters up and then leave them up? Today, Tuesday, September 10th, today is the day. This is actually the pinnacle day. The height of hurricane season is today. So there are still some other things that are percolating and bubbling and all that kind of stuff, and we got a little bit of time here. We're going down the backside now of when it should be less likely to hopefully get hurricanes, but is there not a time period where you could keep them up? Because it is an effort. Sometimes people pay to have their hurricane shutters put up, would have to pay to have them put down. Then if another storm comes, you'd have to pay to have them put back up and then pay to put them back down. So should we give leniency to people during hurricane season? If you put them up for the threat of a storm, should you not be able to leave them up until a certain date? And what date should that be?
If they're bolted in, Barbara's right. They are a hazard because if your house catches on fire, now you're trapped in your house. You can't get out of the window. And the window is the second most used exit from a house in a fire. Door number 1, window number 2. So, yeah, you don't want to trap yourself in your house. But if you have accordion shutters like I do, you can just open them and jump out your window.
I cannot ever imagine a time in my life where I would give a frog's fat ass if someone takes on or off their hurricane shutters. I could give a crap what you do with your windows.
It just doesn't have anything to do with you.
Nothing.
So why would you insert yourself into it?
Go look at some clouds. Go pet a dog. Go feed an old person.
Somebody's asking her if Virginia can just open the window and open the shutters, why does she need a ladder to open them?
Some of them require outside jiggling because there is no window. I sealed off a wall. But we wouldn't be getting out of that one anyway because it's got a sealed off wall.
I got you. Okay. I don't know if they do this here, but somebody else texted in and said my dad lives in Tequesta, and when he's told that he could be fined for not taking these shutters down in a certain time frame after last week.
Yeah, I think each HOA can do that. They can set their own rules, and they have it in their bylaws.
Why are people so bored? I just don't understand that. Like, this reminds me of the woman that gets on me about going to another dumpster. Why do you give a crap? Is there nothing else going on?
I think some people just don't have anything going on in their lives, and this just stirs up some fun and excitement.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know people were getting fined. I wonder if anybody's been fined for their shutters, and what is the level or the expiration date before you can take them down? Like, what do most HOAs do? Has anybody ever been fined for having their shutters up, and how much time did your HOA give you to take them down?
It's going to be different for every section, and I would bet my face on it that people have been fined from the HOA people have been fined for way less.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
Yeah, they'll fine you for breathing air eventually.
Okay.
I got an amen on that?
Amen.
Thank you.
877-979-WRMF. Kind of curious if anybody's had to go through that. What do most HOAs do as far as like how long before you got to take your shutters down? You can let us know. And coming up here in just a couple of minutes, this is going to be fun, and it's been a while since we've done this. It is the game Escape. Now imagine this, that you have been abducted and you have been duct taped into a chair. Do you think you could escape? Because you have no idea what could be happening to you next. Imagine this, like in the movies, you're just sitting in a room and you're like waiting to be like, I don't know what they're going to do to me next.
Usually you have a bag on your head.
Yeah.
I have...
Oh, we need a bag then too.
Oh,
yeah,
definitely. We're putting a bag on your head.
Bring it on. I got teeth like a beaver, baby. Real strong.
You think you could get out?
I could chew through tape. I do believe that.
Okay.
But and a pure will alone, I think I can do this.
Okay, so what we're going to do, we'll get one of the rolling chairs that we have, and they've got the armrest. So we'll be duct taping Jaybird into the chair.
Go real tight, too.
I'll let Virginia deal with it. I'll imagine Virginia abducts you.
Which I've told you I want to do.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a funny bit.
You've been saying that since 2009. You've not done it.
The reason I didn't do it was because you were like, it would get violent and I would hurt the abductors. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right.
There's a part of me that wouldn't know that it's. I would think it's fake, but there'd be a part of me that would kick into anxiety, going, "What if this is real?" And I would start punching.
I don't want anybody to get hurt, but I do love the idea of abducting you one night.
I don't know. Did you see what happened when those two trainers jumped him in the back? He actually just goes into the possum.
Well, they are stronger.
I think we know what he does.
Are those guys available this weekend?
Dude, I'm weak. I'll be overtaken, but before I'm getting overtaken, I'm swinging.
Okay.
I don't know. You curled up like a little girl.
They abducted me.
Okay.
Okay,
This
fetus.
is Virginia versus Jaybird. Virginia the abductor, Jaybird the victim. She has taken him and she's duct taped him in a chair. How long before Jaybird can escape?
And if you can't escape, I get to do weird stuff to you.
I want you to really get into character. I want you to talk in a really deep, creepy voice. Oh, wait a minute. You already do that.
Okay. We'll set the timer for every 5 minutes. He's not out. He'll get another shock.
Oh, a shock? This is really a torture chamber.
To the nards.
Every 5 minutes I hear, "Want to play a game?"
Want to play a game?
My precious.
If you want to watch, we'll dial this up on KVJ TV. Get in your guesses. How long do you think it will take for Jaybird to escape Virginia's bonds?
5 minutes.
877-979-WRMF. He says 5 minutes. We'll see you coming up.
What's hot now on the KVJ show?
Well, it begins tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., 48 hours of KVJ to rebuild the Bahamas. Hurricane Dorian, it gave the Bahamas 48 hours. We're going to give you 48 hours, too. 100 miles that storm moved, and we're going to raise $100,000 to give back to the Bahamas and try to help build them. You've seen all the stuff that's been happening on the news, the crazy stories that are going on, and just the desperate need that is out there. So we're going to be on trying to get to $100,000. Now, we got everything from $50 for a shout-out, $100 for songs to play, $100 you can spend 30 minutes here in the KVJ studio with us. Also, businesses, you can get involved too if you would like to get something for your business here during this whole thing. Send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com. I'll get you all the information on that. And if you want to get the shout-outs and requests going now, you can go on ahead and text KVJ Bahamas to 44321. That's KVJ Bahamas to 44321. And then tomorrow at 10 a.m., we get serious about raising $100,000. 48 hours of KVJ right here on 97.9 WRMF to rebuild the Bahamas.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Well, lots of interesting comments about what everybody has to deal with when it comes to putting up and taking down their shutters from HOA standpoints, and what is the time frame that you got, because the fines could start coming out. And it is a good question. Somebody said, in my neighborhood, there are snowbirds that leave their shutters up for the 6 months that they're gone. I guess there's not a rule in my HOA, but are they exempt? What happens with that?
That's what it is. Every HOA is going to be different. So in my community, there are all older people on the HOA. There's no young people. There's not a lot of female representation. And I bet you in my HOA, you would find that some of them are snowbirds or sympathetic to the snowbird plight. So in my HOA, I haven't heard of anybody getting fined for leaving them up.
Okay. Someone texted in and said, I work for an association management company, and typically you can put up shutters 72 hours before a storm and take them down 72 hours after the storm.
That's quick.
Somebody else just moved into a new place and said, my HOA, you have to take them down within 3 days after the storm or you get fined. And we're probably the youngest ones in our HOA by about 30 to 40 years.
Oh, they hate you.
Oh,
Yeah.
they definitely hate you.
My HOA requires shutters to be removed within 7 days of the threat passing. I live in a townhouse, so I end up paying per window for installation and removal in that second story. So a busy season could cost me hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Oof.
Yeah, and that's the problem, too. It seems like as soon as you take them down, especially this time today being the height of hurricane season, that as soon as the storm passes, you're like, we have 3 other storms that are possible out there.
And there are like 2, but they're out
Yeah.
there churning, making us nervous.
When are you going to get in the booth and put this down into a battle rap?
Let's see how tomorrow goes.
Okay.
Tomorrow, I am meeting with the HOA at 1 p.m., and we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Maybe we can do like for the Great 48, if Virginia's all mad, we just have you go off the top of the dome. We put a beat on, live on the air, and you just freeform this thing.
Just get the dump button ready.
I love. Oh my God!
What's wrong?
This is a trick chair. What is this?
What are you doing?
What kind of chair is this?
What do you mean? What's going on?
Oh my
Let me
gosh!
see
I
this.
almost fell over. This is going to be a challenging chair to be taped in. Oh my! I almost fell. Sorry.
Now, we talked about abduction here many times. Virginia's been threatening that for quite some time to abduct Jaybird. And if she did, would Jaybird be able to escape?
She'd have to drug me. Or she'd have to get a couple goons to jump me. If I am the easiest person to kidnap / murder if I'm just walking around. But I will try to swing. If they constrict my arms, I'm done. But if I get a couple windmills in, that's how I'm going out.
I just needed to look. I watched that video of him with Kevin's 2 goons about 15 times.
Well, I never had a shot.
You immediately dropped and went into fetal position.
Virginia, they tackled me. They grabbed. I had 4
He
arms
does the
on
armadillo.
Well, those are my guys.
Me. Yeah, I mean, if I get to that point, I'll always be overtaken. Always. I'm not a good fighter.
Okay.
I'm a lover.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do here. Virginia is going to get you abducted here. She's going to tape you with duct tape into this chair that we have here.
I make it real tight because I'm feeling extra squirrely today.
You are, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, no. We're doing that too?
I don't know. Apparently, she
We're doing
has.
that? No. No, I don't like this.
Okay, first things first. Mouth
I
first.
did not agree to this. And by the way, this is going to be so tough to take off.
I got a bag. You said get a bag for his head. All I could find was plastic. That's
No,
okay,
that's
right?
that's not going to work. No, we can't do it.
Oh my gosh, that hurts. Oh, this is going to be terrible.
Wah.
Yeah. Okay, so so I believe we've got a chair with the armrest. That's very necessary. If you're going to be abducting somebody, you want chairs with the armrest there.
I got a wedgie.
So you want to duct tape his arms
You better
there.
fix all of your business right now.
I know.
Because you're not going to be able to touch your junk anymore.
You'll want to go on ahead and duct tape his chest in. Oh, there you go.
Ah! Oh my God!
What?
Oh, she's ripping out my hair, man! Oh my God!
Yeah, maybe put a cloth over there. Put your sleeves down on your sweatshirt.
Is that? Are these Johnny Come Latelys on Twitter? Oh, he's losing his edge.
No, I mean you're still tied in there. You're just not gonna rip out all your arm hair.
Tape my skin.
It's going to hurt.
I know.
Yeah, I would just put your sleeves down. It'd be fine that way. Denny's, he doesn't really need napkins. He can just put his sleeves down.
Thanks, Denny's.
He's got napkins in here.
He's trying to help you out.
Yeah, he can really. It's a simple solution.
Do you guys have a strategy to get me out of this thing quick?
No, I'm just gonna sit there and watch you. I mean, you might be in there the whole show.
No, that I guarantee.
That you guarantee? There's no way.
If I am still if I am still here by the end of the show, you can do whatever you want. Well, hold on, I don't know about that.
I like that.
Anything?
You want?
Okay, Virginia, it's to the point. Yeah, you see my hands turning purple? That means
Yeah, you'll be fine.
No, that's too tight. That's way too. The witch, of course, the witch overdoes it.
Yeah.
Gosh, you Sinickies.
Well, this is if she were ducking. I don't think she's going to care about whether your arm falls off or not.
I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine.
Okay, how much tape? She's putting a whole roll on. All right, dude.
Okay, Virginia's thoroughly enjoying herself.
I'm not kidding you. You put it on way too tight.
I'm sorry.
You
were squirming.
I can't even feel my hand already.
Yeah, you probably want to put a little bit of. Yeah, you don't want your hand to fall off.
Seriously, you put it on too tight.
She doesn't seem to care. She's still going. Yeah.
You don't seem to care either, Ralston. You're
What
laughing
can I
harder.
do? I mean, she's over there doing what she's doing. What am I going to do over here?
There's no law here.
She's been drinking claws.
There's no law to drink a glass.
Virginia, my gosh, you went so tight. I said go tight. I did.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, then you just duct tape up around your chest.
My chest, too, huh?
Yeah, I would. I mean,
legs as well, probably.
yeah, you want legs. You want duct tape your legs into the chair. and get all that kind of stuff.
Do you have any predictions?
Yeah, I think you're going to be in there for a while.
Before or after 10?
I would say I'm going to give it, well, first thing you're going to do is probably dislocate his shoulder and then throw your back out. That's my first guess.
You've never been smugger. Oh, gosh.
And then I would say 10 minutes is the over-under is what I'm giving him.
You're giving me 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10, 15 minutes.
Wow.
I think 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm going to say, what do you think, Denny's? 10 minutes at the over-under? Yeah.
Is this okay? Are you giving a fake smug prediction?
No.
To make me feel
That's
good?
legit.
All right.
No, I mean, I remember, I think like years ago we did this, and you got out
Virginia, you
quicker than I
cannot
thought.
tape my headphones to my chest.
Yeah,
Sorry,
like-
bro.
She doesn't care.
You don't care either.
Well, what am I going to do?
I mean,
she's
Danny,
over there
where's
just
my
trying to get it
Miho
done.
at? Miho!
I don't want to fight with her, you know? I mean, come on.
either.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh! Oh, my gosh, my skin! It's my skin, Kevin! Oh, my God. Oh, it's
Imagine she were really abducting you.
Oh, this would be... If I was drunk and I woke up and did this and I couldn't move, it would be horrifying.
Terrible.
Oh, there goes my headphones.
Danny.
And I have a massive wedgie.
Denny.
I'll fix it.
Stop it! No,
I'll
she-
fix it.
She's putting it up my...
Okay.
Stop it!
We're trying to see here if you're watching KVJ TV. Virginia is trying to simulate what it would be like if she actually abducted Jaybird. And Denny's just trying to help out with the headphones, but he's given up.
Oh,
so she's duct taping Jaybird into a rolling office chair here.
It's the skin. Gosh, man, duct
I would have
tape.
put those sleeves down, I think. That would have been a good first
Stop
step.
it! No one will.
No, she's trying to put your headphones in.
Oh, okay.
Boy, look how jumpy he is.
What a jumpy victim.
Wow.
I can't imagine why.
He really is.
It's not a wet willy.
He freaked out again. It's just your headphone, man. For one, she's not messing with you. She's trying to actually.
Oh, yeah, okay.
She's trying to help you.
No, don't tape.
I'm taping them in.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
No,
people
don't-
trying to predict what's going to happen
Kevin,
here.
she can't tape my headphones in my ear. That's we're going a little too far.
Would she tape up over your head?
It's in my EC.
Okay.
It's in my ear canal.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Ted taped it in
Yeah,
there
it
so it
didn't
wouldn't
work.
fall
Don't worry about
out.
Grant thinks you're going to fall over in the chair, and then you're going to hurt yourself that way, possibly dislocating a shoulder. Do you think that's going to be the case?
It's in
Dennis?
my
Do you
legs.
see a dislocated shoulder from falling over? Falling over in the chair could happen, definitely. And I don't know if that's an advantage. I know sometimes in the abduction movie scenes, they'll have the person will fall over and then they'll kind of like inch over to something and kind of rub their bonds onto a sharp object and
I
cut
remember
through.
last time that you were in this, you fell over, you got your legs free, and then I remember you were walking around with the chair attached to you.
Like a turtle.
Yes. Okay. So that might be it. Anything that you learned from the last abduction you'll take into this one?
I think I need to chew more. So the thing that's
You
really...
need to chew more.
I think I'm struggling with the fact that I have the worst nard wedgie ever.
Oh, that's
I'll be happy to get it for
No,
you.
just that means you have to grab my nards. I don't think you want to do that. You better
I'm
call.
not scared.
Better call Panda.
Oh, look at Denny's over there helping him out.
Thank you, Miho.
Look at Denny's.
Thank you, Miho.
When you got a nard wedgie, who's there to the rescue? It's your
Oh
boy
my
Denny's.
God.
That thing's split in half.
That's a vicious moose knuckle.
Yeah, that's a chair that really is generous in how far it leans back. So I'd imagine he's going to flip backwards. That's going to be probably the first thing that's going to happen here in this. Okay, well, Virginia's going to finish up here, duct taping Jaybird in the chair. The over-under is 10 minutes for Jaybird to escape. Are you taking the over or are you taking the under? I'm going to actually go with the under. I think it's probably going to wind up at 7 minutes.
I will
That's
say
my
this.
guess. Uh-huh.
I am bound more tightly than I was before. And
Really?
the last time, I think it took me 47 minutes.
Did it really?
47?
It took about. You had a whole show planned. This is when we were in Miami.
Yeah.
You had like the bosses were in town, and because
Was it 47 minutes?
it was a good half of the show, because I remember the entire show you planned was thrown out the window because I
Wow.
was like, ah!
Imagine that, huh? Okay.
All the bosses were listening.
All right. With that, I will then set the over-under at 45 minutes. Okay. So and he says it's bound better.
He said it's tighter.
Oh, it's
It looks tighter.
it's so tight.
The right hand is definitely tighter.
Did you get his legs, Virginia?
Oh, yeah, his
Did
feet.
she?
Oh, okay.
Be careful, Moose Knuckle.
Oh yeah,
Don't
man.
fall.
That right now,
minutes on that, yeah.
if you want to chart the pain right now, I'm getting cramps because my nards are too innard.
You're what?
They're stuck. I'm stuffed.
Okay.
I need a spotter.
I'll go under the 45. What do you think, Virginia?
I mean, I want to say like under 30.
You think so? I know. That's why I thought originally they do
He got
that
a
in
lot-
10.
He got a lot of fight in him.
Yeah, I didn't remember it taking 47 minutes.
I could be wrong. Danny's check the tape.
Yeah, I think it did take. It took like about 40 minutes last time.
It took a big part. I remember it just because you had to throw out like everything for the show that day.
Huh. Okay. All right. Well, good thing I got nothing else planned. So this is all we're doing. Yeah.
We should have done this during the 48.
The great 48.
The great 48.
Okay. All right. So what do you think? Get your guesses in here. 877-979-WRMF.
I'm not fighting yet, right?
No.
I'm just letting my hand turn purple. Okay, cool.
Not officially started the clock. Okay, Denny's got the official time. Jaybird trying to escape his bonds here. You can watch on KVJ TV if you dial it up on YouTube. If Virginia abducted him, how long would it take for him to escape? All right, on your mark, get set, and go. Okay. Here's Jaybird kicking. Throwing it around. He's trying to throw. Okay. Virginia has him. She's okay. Here he's going to flip backwards right away.
He's got his feet up.
Oh, interesting. He's going over there. He found the KVJ beer bottle opener, and he's going over there trying to get his feet up on that.
If only his legs
Interesting
were taller.
strategy.
#short people problems.
Oh,
Interesting strategy here. You getting that, Suits, on KVJ TV?
it's my nards, Kev.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my nards.
And usually abductors don't care about your nards.
No, they don't.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so he's going over there. He's rethinking it now, apparently. Okay. Just straight out grunting.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Jaybird's working it through here.
Oh my gosh.
We'll see how he feels. He's going to take a quick... He's out of breath. Looks like Jaybird's trying to strategize, I think, is what's going on now. Yeah, he's been abducted by Virginia, duct tape into a chair, and he's trying to escape. Denny's, do we have the official time clock somewhere? What do we got on that? Just kind of curious. We'd set the over-under at 45 minutes. He's now about 4 minutes and 30 seconds in here. Yeah.
I desperately need a squirt or a soda of some sort.
You do?
So,
Yeah.
All we have is water, sir.
You got to talk to your
This is a
abductor.
hostage situation.
oh, water.
We got water.
Yeah.
Torture.
You're at her mercy.
Meh.
Yeah. Okay. Apparently, Jaybird has a really bad
Okay, it's enough.
nard wedgie.
That's
And
enough.
Virginia's poured water all over him.
She's
of course.
waterboarding
She's
you.
waterboarding you. This really is like an abduction.
Oh, she is loving this. So sweat, perspiration. Oh, it's my friend. We have to turn the heat up here. I have to sweat this one out.
Okay. All right. I don't want to turn the heat up in here. I'm very comfortable right now. I'm doing great. I feel nice.
Why don't you just pee yourself?
So I am alone. I'm alone.
Yeah, you're a man alone.
Not even Miho can help me.
No, we can't. We're just sitting here watching you. So we'll
Every
see.
kidnapped victim says that. I'm alone.
Yeah. We'll see how long it takes here. You see this in the movies all the time. Poor guy's dealing with frustration. Yeah. I think probably at the over-under mark, Virginia, you need to start maybe messing with him a little bit. It's got to be like some kind of like psychological, I think it will help him to know that at 45 minutes there's going to be something coming up if he can't free himself.
Well, you're duct taped.
Yeah.
Ricky, that was never part of the plan.
Well, that's just what happens in abductions. The plans always change.
You don't know what's happening to your dog right now.
Yeah.
This deal's getting worse all the time.
Yes, you're right. You're dealing with Darth over here.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
You're a Sith Lord witch.
Coming up here in a couple of minutes, this kind of goes hand in hand with the abduction stuff. We asked on the KVJ Show Facebook page last night. This is kind of interesting. Have you ever known a murderer? You know, sometimes they always say, yeah, he was just the guy next door. I always thought he was just fine. He's just, a mellow dude. Never didn't think he was ever capable of doing what he just did. So I just kind of asked that question. We got some really fascinating responses. I'll let you know exactly what people had to say on the KVJ Show Facebook page coming up here. And if you want to see Jaybird and his attempts to escape Virginia's bonds and the duct tape in the chair, you can dial up YouTube, KVJ TV, and check it all out right now. Urgh.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Jaybird has been in the chair now for over 15 minutes. Virginia duct taped him in there. Seeing how long it takes for him to escape. And he's got some kind of it looks like a fly now. What is that that's on his head? It looks like he's got fly eyes.
Those are my butt pad underwear.
I can't see.
You put your butt pad underwear on his head?
Look, I never said this was going to be easy for him.
Yeah.
Why does your butt pad smell like ham?
You don't want to know.
Okay, Jaybird seeing what he can do. It doesn't look like. Oh wait, did he finally break
That a
loose?
rip?
Something did rip.
Yeah, he.
Something ripped.
Yes, that was your arm.
Can you take this off, please? Please.
Yeah.
You don't want my butt pad underwear on?
Can I have some water?
They look so cute.
No,
I really do need some water.
Let me give you a little water before we
yeah. It's a good idea.
take your blindfold off.
Yep. Set him up there.
It's a little water for you.
Okay. There you go, there, Bird. A little bit of juice. There to get you going.
You got the claw! You got the claw!
That actually, I think that actually favors him.
You got the claw!
Yeah, I just got clawed.
Yeah.
The witch. Hey, can I have some more of that claw? That's the kind of power I need.
You want more claw?
Yeah, give me some. Yeah.
This is actually just starting to look like a weird frat prank now.
All right. Take off this blindfold.
Yeah.
I need my vision.
Okay.
I never knew somebody who was an abductee who was so demanding.
Such a diva.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what abductor is?
Oh, during the commercial,
Yeah.
she's over here. Scratch my head. My hair itches. Scratch my nose.
That's my tactic. I make the perpetrator turn into a lover.
So I scratched his nose with the open end of a Sharpie.
Okay. All right. We'll
just
see
kidding.
here. Suits has got the timer up if you're watching KVJ TV, so you can see how long it takes for Jaybird to get out of his bonds. Duct tape into a chair. All right, Virginia, let's see what we got going on here with the dirt.
Well, coming up in your dirt, Britney Spears has a new conservator. What is going on with her whole thing? They were in court yesterday. What did the judge have to say? I will tell you coming up in just a minute. Oh, Lord. Someone is noisy.
Trying to make big moves.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to make some big moves. He's starting to get his hand free. Yeah, I think we're starting to see the end of it here.
Oh,
he
my
had his
gosh.
car keys in his hand.
He was trying to break out by using his car keys like a saw.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's broken the one-sided tape. He might be out by the end of the dirt. Okay.
I don't know. I can't get out of this thing.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Continue on.
Eddie
Virginia.
Money has halted cancer treatments. I guess he was forced to stop his cancer treatments because he had heart complications.
Oh, no.
His heart valve procedure happened back in May, and I guess this is like a bad timing for his esophageal cancer because he developed pneumonia and there were other lingering issues, and he had to stop the cancer treatment. But hopefully they hope he's going to be able to put it back together and continue that cancer treatment soon for Eddie Money.
Okay.
Kanye West's dome structures that he was building in his backyard are gone. Did you see he got all in trouble with the building codes in the LA Department of Public Works?
No.
He was building like these things on his property that were supposed to be like domes for people to live in. But they were like, Kanye, these are really large. You can't just build really large domes without permits.
Right. He just thought, it's just, yeah.
They made him tear them all down.
Wow.
So he tore every one of them down. It looked like an
What a waste.
extensive project.
What a monumental
It looked
waste.
extensive and expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, monumental waste. And Britney Spears is waking up this morning with a new temporary conservator. Her case manager, who is familiar with the whole family dynamic and what's been going on, has now been given the powers of conservatorship because Jamie Spears says he has personal health reasons, but really one of the main reasons is he's under criminal investigation for allegedly shaking 13-year-old
Yeah.
Sean Preston. You can't shake the children that you have a conservatorship to protect.
Too bad, huh?
Not really
Yeah.
going to look good for you in court. So.
No.
No word on that medical evaluation. So there was somebody that came in and they were doing a whole deep dive into Britney's medical treatment to be able to say, was she getting the right treatment or the wrong treatment?
fell over.
That paper is due in front of the judge in the next 5 days. So
Wow.
we'll find out what exactly happened. Because, she was ready to go on tour. It was all
Yeah.
great. It was fine. And then all of a sudden she just fell in a cave, much like our friend Jaybird, who is on the floor now. Are you
Yeah.
okay?
No.
They always wind up on the floor, Virginia. That's how abductees. That's just where it goes.
You need some more claw?
That's just where it goes.
All right. I got to rush in for a claw emergency.
Okay. Getting some White Claw to Bird there. Virginia has abducted Jaybird, put him in the chair, duct taped him there. How long would it take? Wow, is that a whole claw down?
I just got clawed.
Yeah.
I clawed him, Kev.
Okay, Jaybird is now on the ground. This is what it would look like if he were abducted.
Having a tough time, man.
Okay, duct taped into the chair there.
He's sideways.
Yeah.
But he is making headway.
I am having a tough time, though.
So he's broken through the bounds that held his chest in.
Yeah.
His feet are still bound. Half of his left hand is bound, and I can't see his right hand.
Well, the over-under was 45 minutes. He's at 20 plus now, so he's about halfway there to the over-under. See if he can break his bonds.
I'm
That amount of time.
tired.
The claw should have given you power.
You would think. Somebody who just tuned in said, is Jaybird pleasuring himself during the dirt? They didn't know what was going on there. He's really all of a sudden turned a tide on this.
We've duct taped him to a chair with
Yeah.
really strong. That duck makes some strong tape.
Oh, they
You
don't
guys
mess
allowed to lift
around.
me back up in the chair?
No.
No.
Sorry.
That's part of abduction.
Yeah.
You go over. Yeah, that's why I don't know. Is it better if you're abducted? Should you go to the floor, or should you try to stay upright in the chair?
This was a bad move.
I would
was a bad
stay
move going to the floor?
This was a bad move.
Okay, so now you know if you're ever abducted, duct taped into a chair, don't go to the floor. Jaybird recommends that you stay up. Okay.
Oh my God.
Now you know, Virginia. Now you know.
He's so
It's
sweaty.
time for
He
viral
is sweaty.
audio.
That's White Claw.
Has a
Good workout.
double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Instead of going to the gym today, just have somebody duct tape you into a chair.
It's a great workout.
Yeah, it really is.
Like I'm getting a terrible
Yeah.
Charlie horse in my shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, I knew the shoulder was going to definitely get injured at some point here.
Did you call the shoulder?
I did. I
You
called
did?
shoulder.
You called the
yeah.
shoulder?
Yeah, I called shoulder and then back.
I need help. I'm
Yeah.
not kidding.
Okay.
All right, Denny's. I guess we'll help him.
What do you need help with over there?
I'm in a position that I can't get out of.
No, he's stuck. He got stuck. Does that mean the abductor wins?
No! Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Oh, so smug.
This is a kind of cool little retread here. You know, I'm sure the song "Break Up with Your Boyfriend," Virginia.
Yes, Ariana Grande.
Yeah, Lana Del Rey. They do those BBC studio sessions.
It's kind of a terrible song. If you listen to the lyrics, it's about Ariana meeting this guy at a party.
Right.
And realizing he had a girl.
What are you doing? You might need to help him over there, Denny's.
No!
And they're at a party?
They're at a party. She sees this guy. She likes him. She wants to get with him. She realizes he has a girlfriend, and she's like, I don't care. Break up with your girlfriend. You can hit
I'm
it
bored.
in the morning.
Okay.
I'm bored.
Wow, that is terrible.
Scandalous lyrics.
Here's a little kind of a retwist on it by Lana Del Rey. What do you think of this, Virginia?
It's like great music to play if you've taken somebody hostage. Like you play it for them while they're all
It's
taped
haunting.
up. It's haunting.
It's haunting.
It's perfect
Yes.
hostage jams.
Yeah, if you had to put together a Spotify playlist, you've abducted somebody and you want to play kind of like haunting music like that just kind of like odd, that might be one to throw in there.
Definitely.
We'll take some other suggestions. We can get that playlist going here in a second. For Jaybird, yes, he's definitely, without a doubt, I think emotionally and physically, this abduction is wearing on him. Yeah, he
both
looks
arms
very tired.
still bound. Now the right arm, he's got it about halfway torn.
It's just it's too much pain.
The left one is very much still tied.
Yeah.
The worst Charlie horse.
He's got a Charlie horse. He's
Look, you're older and slower than when we did this a few years back.
Shut up!
starting to break at this point, Virginia.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Glad I didn't say older and fatter.
All right, see, he's at about the just past the 25-minute mark. Do we have an official time on this, Denny's?
Do you need another claw? Do you need another
okay.
claw?
I need another claw.
All right.
All right.
Need a claw, Denny's.
20 minutes here before we get to the over-under of 45. Jaybird is duct taped into a chair. Virginia's abducted him, trying to see how long it takes for him to escape.
Did you say you wanted a claw or a hard-boiled egg?
You just force-fed him a hard-boiled egg. He hates eggs. He hates eggs.
That one's pickled.
Pickled. That's so disgusting. How do you make a hard-boiled egg more disgusting? You pickle it.
Oh, it's so gross.
It's a Southern tradition.
It's so gross.
All right, take the claw.
Okay. Oh, boy.
I've had enough. I've had enough.
I think he's just going to eventually pass out here.
Oh, my eyes are burning.
Claw's
I
just
got
gonna put him to
clawed.
sleep.
You got claw in your eye?
Yeah. He's going to wake up in
Here's
the
my
weirdest.
drawers.
He's going to have the weirdest White Claw hangover. He's half duct taped into a chair. Be like, oh, what's going on? His pants will be missing.
Going into the Great 48, you're certainly exerting yourself a lot.
What am I doing?
Poor guy. Yeah, maybe we should have done this tomorrow. Yeah, might have been a better time for it. We were talking on the KVJ Show Facebook page last night. I posted up, have you ever known a murderer? And I know, like, sometimes in life, it's just, and you always see the news and something happens and they're always like, they never would have expected it was the guy down the street. He was so unassuming.
It's crazy.
Yeah, in fact, Brett from Port St. Lucie had texted and she said, yeah, I work at Change Healthcare, and we had a coworker named Kenneth who had killed his mother in White City and turned the knife on himself to throw off investigators. He was a trainer. Nobody ever thought he was capable. He seemed nice, so crazy.
Wow.
That's usually the story, isn't it?
They just snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. Talking about snapping over here. Better hope he never gets free. Ashley, she put this on our Facebook page. She said, this dude my brother used to hang with was a homeless guy for a while, and he had this tent down by the lake, and he carried a machete.
Okay, well, I mean, guys, all signs point to murder.
That guy was a murderer?
His name is Seth. My brother felt bad for him, so he asked my dad if Seth could crash on my dad's couch for a few nights. Then my brother ended up driving Seth to an apartment in a nearby town to stay with a friend. The very next day, Seth ended up murdering the guy and dismembering all of his limbs in the bathtub.
Oh, my gosh.
In fact, the first 48, a TV show, made an episode about this. So lesson learned, you probably shouldn't just let random machete-carrying homeless people sleep on your couch. Good rule of thumb.
Yeah. I
Wow.
mean, you shouldn't have to tell people that.
Yeah.
That should be common sense.
It was probably a different time period, Virginia.
Yeah, I get you. When in 70s and 80s, we weren't as
Savvy?
savvy. We weren't as scared of scary people.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, he's hitchhiking. Let's pick him up. Mm-hmm. No.
Becca, she went onto our Facebook page, said, I went to school with the Pulse nightclub shooter.
Oh, my gosh.
I really remember him during the 9/11 attacks when he was the only one being happy about everything.
What?
I think I'd heard that. I remember during that. Yeah, people, because was it Martin County? Where did you go? Did you go to your high school, Denny's?
Yeah, I did. I think we were in the same graduating class.
Really?
Jeez.
Yeah, weird, right?
That is super creepy.
Okay. Laura said, yes, I hung out with Andrew Cunanan, Versace's killer, at an after party in the weeks leading up to the murder.
Wow.
Right? I watched that whole special that they had on Netflix. That's a fascinating special.
Well done.
Yeah, it really was. Alex says, I work as a therapist. Met quite a few, some hardcore MS-13 guys who had done some crazy things and guys who kill people in scuffles. Wow. Yeah, I imagine if you're a therapist, you hear all kinds of crazy stories. And then Karen said, yes, Judy Buenoano, who is the mom of two of my friends around 1982-83, killed several husbands and a son. And I actually had spent the night at their house once, and I went over there a lot.
She killed several husbands?
Several husbands.
And her own son?
Apparently so.
That
Yep.
is crazy.
I know. Jaber just trying to work his way out of the duct tape chair. He's sitting on the floor now, not on the chair.
Trying to jimmy it loose.
Jimmy at...
What's our time count? How long has he been in that chair? Duct
he's
taped.
at 30 minutes? Okay. He's at the 30-minute mark. The over-under was 45.
I need a massage.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of abductees get massages.
This diva over here.
Yeah, he thinks he's abducted and taken to a spa.
Where do you think you are? The Asian spa, Robert Kraft? You ain't getting no massage.
Oh, I meant after.
Yeah, all right.
After.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got work to do. Yeah.
You're almost free on the right hand.
I know, I saw that. Yeah, go for the weakness.
Both of you have never been more annoying.
Which one is your masturbation hand? That should be stronger.
God, I was tired.
That's what. It got a workout last night.
If you hadn't worked yourself into a frenzy this morning, you might have more strength.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. I hate this. Yeah, somebody texted in and said, yeah, my husband worked at a very posh private school in Miami. It was run by the head.
It was run by the who?
It was run by the head of monks, apparently, who, I don't know, apparently they were monks in training, and one of the young monks flipped out and killed the nun in charge of them. It was a huge scandal in the community.
Oh, my
That's a good name
gosh.
for a band, Monks in Training.
Monks in training. Yeah. I do kind of like that. Yeah, there's some crazy stories. I'll get to a few more here. How's it going over there?
It's going pretty terrible.
Yeah.
It's going terrible, actually.
Do you think it's going worse than it did last time or better?
I'm in way more pain. She did a better job this time. She's that much more evil. That's what happens with witches.
She's Virginia's getting better. Maybe is Jaybird getting worse? I don't know.
Over time, witches get more powerful. The older they get.
Really?
And
With
we all
age?
know that witch is getting old.
I would concur.
Checking Jaybird's time here. He's been abducted by Virginia. She's threatened she'd always do. She duct taped him in a chair. We thought he would escape in 45 minutes. Suits our official time that Jaybird has been duct taped in here. We're at 35 minutes or 38? 35? Okay. 35 minutes.
I'm so
Jaybird
close.
has been in there.
I'm so close.
You know what you need? You need some more claw.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know, Virginia.
I think I've had enough claw.
Pickled egg.
Oh, boy.
Get out! Get out!
That's just got to be a weird place to be. Abducted and a strong White Claw buzz.
Oh.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we're talking about have you ever known a murder? Some of the texts that came in. Danielle said one of my exes is doing life for murder.
Oh, gosh. Ah! I can't!
Yeah.
I just don't! I just...
Keep fighting it.
My feet are too fat!
What does that have to do with getting out of duct tape?
If I had skinnier feet, I would be out of this bitch.
How about that?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh!
He's doing his best over there.
You're close.
I need more claw.
More claw? All right.
I don't know if that's a good idea. He's doing his best there. It's kind of like a weird abduction where the abductor duct tapes you in a chair and then feeds you White Claw until you just slowly go insane. Yeah. Somebody else texted talking about ever known a murderer. A lot of people would text in that. What do you do?
I'm just so tired.
Yeah.
I'm just so tired of losing.
You got a little pickled egg in your beard.
Yeah. All right. Well, we can cut you loose at 45.
Don't you dare give up on me.
Okay.
Don't you dare give up on me, Ralston.
I didn't know.
I wouldn't give up on you.
Okay. A couple of texts, too, said they knew. Remember that Super Bowl triple homicide in Jupiter? A lot of people knew those people involved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep. So it's just really kind of like weird when you got one of those stories. What hurts on you most right now, Jaybird?
My arms.
Your arms?
My wrist bones are attached to the metal part of the chair.
Yeah.
And that certain positions, I can't get out of it, and it presses on them, and it hurts.
Kind of works out.
I like how Kevin's still trying to do regular radio right now.
Well, we got to do something over here.
He's a radio man.
Yeah, that's what
All
I
he
do, man.
knows.
That's all I know.
Oh, he's a radio man, all right.
That's all I know.
SOB.
All right, so where are we with time right now on Jaybird's trying to escape? We're at the 40-minute mark. The over-under was 45.
Can't you wiggle out of that one?
Oh, that's great. Thank you, backseat quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah. Younger Jaybird was able to do it in 47.
Okay.
Is he going to be able to do this in that time?
But a less psychotic Virginia taped me up back then. Dude, she went full gorilla this year.
Well, she's getting better. The question is Jaybird?
No.
So that's no.
Is that a negative?
I assume, yes. Okay, well, if you want to see what's going on here in the studios, Jaybird tries. He's getting there. Not quite yet there. Just dial us up on KVJ TV on YouTube.
what's hot now on the KVJ Show.
Tomorrow begins the KVJ48 to rebuild the Bahamas. Hurricane Dorian sat over the Bahamas for 48 hours as a Cat 5 storm and only moved 100 miles in that time. At some points, they were talking about how it was just stalled, basically moving 1 mile an hour. So to help them recover quicker, we are not going to end the KVJ show after we start tomorrow morning. We're going to go 6 to 10, then at 10 a.m. we kick off the 48 hours, a straight broadcast, and attempt to raise $100,000 cash. Now, what we're doing, there's different things you can do. People are like saying, hey, I give you $500, you wear a Speedo. You know, those kind of things are things we will definitely take money for. But we're doing simple little things, too, like shout-outs or $50. For $100, we'll play up to a 4-minute song from a major record label that is FCC-friendly. And for $100, you can actually spend 30 minutes watching the KVJ48 in person. Like, if we decide to duct tape Jaybird, I don't know, to the wall, then you can come and see that. You never know. We got a lot more duct tape left, so might have to keep using it.
We bought a jumbo roll.
Oh, we did, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's good news. Jaybird looks like he's trying to take an abductor's nap. He's kind of like leaning forward and resting his head on another padded chair.
I'm doing the turtle. So what this is going to do is it's going to put the weight on the tape to loosen the tape up, although it is greatly painful. I need some more claw.
More claw.
Ah!
Yeah, I don't know if that's the right move. Yeah, Jaybird right now, over 50 minutes. Is that where we are, Sue?
Oh, my God. It's our claw.
Okay. All right, so he's on
We
the over now. What was that?
We replaced his claw with aguardiente.
Oh, my God. That's not a good idea at all.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
What's
yeah.
happening?
Don't do that, yeah.
We like to spin you around
Yeah.
here in this abduction.
That's not
happening to
good
me?
idea at all. So this is the kind of stuff you're going to get for 48 hours straight. This kind of great content.
If you think you're getting the claw and you get elegante, oh, my God.
Yeah, elegante is not good, huh? You can actually start throwing in your requests, your shout-outs right now. If you're a business that want to be a part of it, you can send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com. It's texting KVJ Bahamas, KVJ Bahamas to 44321, 44321 to donate, and we begin tomorrow with the KVJ 48.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Jaybird is already at the over now. He used to be able to escape these things a lot quicker in his youth.
Okay. So, really?
Well, I'm just, it's just the numbers.
Last time, it wasn't like this, dog.
Last time, Virginia didn't do it as well?
Dog, I've been drinking. You don't want him, I'm going to fight like Brother Jimmy's again.
You're right, he's got the White Claw in him. Nothing but compliments from this
Nothing
guy.
worse than a little aguardiente on top of your White Claw, Buzz.
Yeah, I don't know that was a good idea at all.
This is not the same test, baby. This is a different test.
Yeah, okay.
From the last one. And I feel like it's still a win if I can get out of this by 10.
Okay.
If I don't get out of this by 10,
Yeah.
you guys can roll me in the elevator, push me down the lobby, out in the front, and let me just
Let him
be.
deal with it there.
Yes.
I remember we rode you in a fast food restaurant like this one time.
And we got in trouble.
Got in a lot of trouble for that one, yeah.
Oh, gosh,
I don't know what it is. We love just tying you into a chair.
I don't know if this was the right move to go into the Great 48 with this. I don't know. I'm real tired.
I needed some for today. I mean, we're always.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Don't you dare give up on me, Coach.
I'm not.
Don't you give up on me.
I'm not.
If it's
I'm
11 p.m. tonight, I'm still in this chair.
Okay.
Don't you give up on me.
I'll be sleeping.
Yeah, all the people who took the over, you were correct. We're past 52-minute mark now, I
I
believe.
get it.
Okay.
I'm starting to get a buzz.
Yeah, that.
Can I get another beer run?
Yeah, what do you want?
I don't want the fake White Claw.
He's just going to be a drunk tied into a chair.
I'm going to be hungover for the Great 48?
Yeah.
I was going to fast
That's why it's
tonight.
not a good idea, yeah.
Oh, man. I had a whole plan on how I was going to attack the Great 48.
Then don't drink.
No.
And pickle eggs.
How many of those pickled deviled eggs do you have?
18.
Oh,
She
my
keeps
God.
using the same one from the floor.
Oh, okay, so it's not new
Oh,
ones.
gosh.
It's old ones, yeah.
It's the left hand now that's causing the pain. All
Yeah.
right, hit me.
I saw that the average millennial is now putting down 24 alcoholic drinks a month, or at least they were in 2013, and now they're up to 29 6 years later. And there's a couple reasons why. Some people are arguing it's because of White Claw. Other people are saying it's because now the millennials are parents, and they got more stress, so they're drinking now to deal with it. But
That makes sense.
Remember we were talking, I remember years ago about it's not as popular it's not as cool to drink as it used to be. And then, just wait till they get the real stresses in life.
Children.
Yeah.
It's lies.
Yeah. Well, now they're up to 29 drinks, apparently, in a month. That's what they're doing. Jaybird is now hopping up and down. He's duct taped still a little bit into an office chair.
Getting that White Claw buzz.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Watch yourself. Easy there. Watch them wheels. There you go. Okay.
Getting that White Claw strike.
Kind of like he's, it's like he's twerking. Twerking in an office chair. Yeah.
Wow.
That's some solid stuff,
I'm sorry, man. Alcohol works.
In what way?
I know it's not a popular comment, but
it gives you definitely a little bit more gumption.
20 minutes ago, I was down and out. I was giving up. There's no hope.
And now you've got new faith.
Then I got clawed. I think it kind of backfired on the kidnapper.
The claw makes you squirrely. If you are going to abduct somebody, we're learning a lot of things here today. Do not give them White Claw.
It may take a little longer this round, but oh baby, it's going to break free.
Oh, he's going to be passed out in that chair at 3 p.m. out in the hot sun somewhere.
Where's my phone at?
This is going to be terrible.
Oh, yeah, where is your phone?
Yeah.
I got a new code. You don't know my new code?
It's probably the same as your old code.
Yeah, they were saying different ways to get Jaybird out of the chair. In fact, we got a couple of requests. Yeah, somebody said grab Jaybird's phone. That'll get him out quicker.
Seriously.
Yeah.
No. Stop it!
I'm in!
No!
Oh, you got in like that?
We got to have some law.
Oh. Well, she's on the claw. There is no law.
Virginia.
Looks like there's a full library of photos.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Break out of the chair.
Give me.
Break out of the chair.
Give me my phone.
Break out of the chair.
Give me my phone back.
Oh, look at this sweet picture of him and Chewie making out.
That is a good photo.
I'm not making out. I'm laying with it. Stop.
There, I see tongue.
Cute.
I can't stand this. Stop it. I feel like this is 1980 and I'm getting hazed in a frat.
You are. This really is just a frat prank.
There's about 18 of these with figurines and pizza.
His figurine art. That's that cookie he ate. He couldn't believe it was 550 calories.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop it. I will spit on your Dirt of the Day book.
Yeah.
You would never.
Give me back.
Don't you spit on the Bible.
Stop.
Virginia, somebody asked if you would please put the headphones on Jaybird real quick. Will you take your headphones off and put them on Jaybird real fast?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. It's just a weird request.
What are you
that we got here.
Don't you dare. I know what you're about to play.
Okay. All right. We gotta get some order over here. All right, let him alone. Let him alone. All right, everybody jump off of him. That was too much. That was cruel and unusual punishment. All right. You want to see Jaybird trying to escape? And boy, he's getting more and more worked over. All right, easy there, killer. All right, we can let you loose. You're past 45 minutes.
Don't you dare give up on me.
Okay, all right, just easy. You're swinging that chair around all wild now. He's hopped up on Claw.
You created this monster.
Hey, Suits, we got that trank dart in there.
You created this monster.
It's probably about time. All right. Yeah. All right.
It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Not sure. Maybe we'll see Jaybird doing what this woman in Tennessee was doing. They found her face down in a yard eating her stranger's grass.
She was eating the neighbor's grass?
The neighbor's grass, yes.
Okay, it's a look.
Yeah, they called the police after the woman had pounded on her door, and then she went out to other houses in the neighborhood and was knocking on doors. And when the cops got there, she's laying there face down in the grass just eating it. I know you might find this shocking, but apparently she's a little bit hammered.
Maybe she was on that White Claw.
It probably was. It sounds like a White Claw buzz, doesn't it?
It does.
When the cops asked her what she was doing, she took off on a slow jog. Yeah,
she didn't even try to run.
No, just okay. All right, I got a little bit, but not a lot. Let's see how far this gets me.
There's no carbs in grass.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Don't give out, girl.
No, you got if you're gonna power load for some energy, you need something better than that. That's just not gonna work out. So she faces disorderly conduct and public intox. Jaybird has gotten one hand free now from the chair.
The right arm is free, Kevin.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time now.
Oh, my gosh.
You can use that free hand now to work on the other stuff you got going on over there.
Fight back now.
Yeah. Just past an hour, by the way. You've been in that chair.
I'm not going to worry about the time, baby.
Okay. People were wondering. He's
Gosh, man.
102. Okay. Other stuff going on your whacked out news here today. Did you hear about the story? This lawyer in Iowa has revealed that her side gig is going to Nevada to work as a legal prostitute. And apparently she's making big money in the process. And what does her husband have to say about it? He's okay with it.
Really?
And she's a lawyer in Iowa? Maybe they're not making a lot of money as lawyers in Iowa. They got to go and do a side gig hooking it in Vegas. All right, Jaybird's peeling away the tape on his second arm. He's out of the chair, though.
I'm not...
She did a good job.
She did such a good job.
Yeah.
You were such a good kidnapper.
Yeah.
Well, all of this will be for you to look at later on your phone, because I'm on your phone again. I don't know if you noticed.
Wait, give me my phone!
You had no idea.
I got that claw buzz.
By the way, his password's the same.
No, I added a 17. Ooh!
But it was only added to 2 other 17s.
All right, Denny's, put that on important files. We got to change code.
We got to change code.
Denny, do we have important files?
No, have you listened to this show?
Yeah, okay. You're making an important file for him?
And then I'll put it in there.
Okay, all right. They say that men have been reminded to not use toothpaste as a form of lubricant while having relations.
Ouch, that sounds like it would burn.
Well, people are now getting all their good information off of YouTube, but apparently somebody put up a YouTube video saying, oh, this is the best stuff ever.
What is it?
That if you use toothpaste, it'll make you last longer in the bedroom. So guys started doing it. Apparently they found out it burns and blisters your genitals.
You don't get any cavities, but yeah.
Okay, so apparently that is a false YouTube tutorial video.
I'm sure it smells lovely.
Yeah, oh, that's right. It's minty fresh.
She's breaking free.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a manatee out to sea.
Yeah, I don't know if manatees go out to sea.
They do, the sea.
They do? Okay, all right. They don't seem like they're
They see them in the
seafarers.
intercoastal.
Yeah.
They got go to the ocean. Oh, y'all.
Oh, they do?
I'm a fanatee. Gosh.
A manatee? All right. Yeah, they say that the technique could also cause women to suffer infection. So if your guy's like, hey, I got a new technique. You got any Topol? Don't fall for it.
Get that away from me.
Yeah. There's a study that found that a bunch of apps that women can use are tracking their menstrual cycles. And apparently it was also sharing the data then with Facebook. Why does Facebook care about your menstrual cycles?
I do.
Advertising, I bet.
I have that. I have one of those menstrual cycle apps on my phone. So they're telling Facebook when I'm PMSing so that they can throw up chocolate ads.
Yeah, or wine or tampons or whatever it is.
When is our month? When's our monthly due?
I don't know. The hurricane threw me off.
It threw me off too.
I think it's soon.
It is soon. I can tell.
It's pretty soon.
You know what? It might happen during the Great 48.
It might coincide with the Great 48 and the full moon and Friday the 13th.
That means all 3 of us will be on our period at the same time because it is connected.
I don't have a period.
You do have a main period. Look, he's already getting testy. Look, he's already getting, yep.
He's already getting testes.
Oh, yes, I do. I have a few. Talking about testes, there was a worker at a McDonald's in New Orleans that was fired after he was caught on video attacking a customer who complained about his fries being cold.
I saw the video.
That's crazy.
Everybody knows you have to eat McDonald's fries within 10 minutes, 20 at the most.
They choked him out, man. It was weird.
Gosh, there's so many fights happening in fast food restaurants now.
Ow.
Yeah, the employee was filmed choking and punching the customer after the man requested a new order of fries because they were cold. Oh, yeah?
I'm on the customer side. You can't eat French fries cold.
The customer was 100% right.
Yeah.
Even if the customer was being a jerk, it did not warrant what the guy did to him.
Cold fries?
Well, they had gotten it wrong 3 different times.
Oh.
There's a very lazy, misguided woman in Arkansas who wanted her husband dead. So when the handyman came over, she's like, hey, do you think maybe you could help kill my husband while you're at it? He's
Fix the sink, patch a hole in the wall, kill my beloved.
He's like, yeah, let me get back to you on that. So he goes right to the cops. They wire him up. Comes in, she's like, okay, I'll give you a 2002 Chevy Tahoe.
What? Where's the good part?
By the time he left, the cops came in and arrested her. So yeah, don't try to. Most handymen are not handymen/hitmen. Yes, doesn't usually fall under what they do.
Beaver Teeth has gone to using his mouth. He is trying to break through the tape with his buckers.
Yeah, trying to chew through it.
Get it, Bucky, get it.
Use whatever he can get. He looks like he's getting there.
He is getting there.
Yeah, that's very impressive. Did you hear in Alabama they've taken the doors off of the bathroom stalls because kids are vaping in there, and they caught a kid, and now everybody's all worried about people dropping dead from vaping. So now you cannot have a stall door in a bathroom. And one mom is like going, I don't like this. I mean, my kid already has anxiety going to the bathroom, going poo. What if he has to go poo? Now he won't because there's no stall door.
Poop anxiety. It's a real thing.
Oh, I agree. I got it. She says the school needs to just put spotters in the bathroom to go in there to make sure nobody's vaping. Don't take the doors off the stalls.
Yeah, there's got to be a better way. You can't make kids poop while other kids watch them. Come on.
I mean, just over the name of vaping? Yeah, it seems a little bit crazy.
They need to put single unit bathrooms and then have a monitor outside.
Mm-hmm. And I love the story. There's a 7-year-old having a birthday party in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. And apparently it was too noisy for one of the old neighbors. So they called out the police, and they came in like going, it's a kid's birthday party at a girl's house. So it was kind of cool when the deputy arrived. She was so amused that she gave the kids a tour of her patrol car.
Aww.
And the angry old neighbor's like, frickin', frackin', frackin', frickin', frackin', 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 frickin'. Yeah. So, all upset. All right, if you're watching on KVJ TV, you can see that the bird is chewing his way through the last little bit of his duct tape. Virginia taped him into it. Oh, he just punched himself in the mouth.
Right in the tooth.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah. Oh, that's a tough one. He's lost a tooth now. About the hour 10-minute mark. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's a.
Are we out?
No, we're never out.
Oh,
we're the KVJ show, damn it.
Chasing greatness.
Yeah, you're chasing a buzz is what you're chasing.
Now I feel good.
Hey, now you feel good. All right.
I love it.
about there.
Oh, he's so
I
close.
think it's happening.
Yeah. Either you're getting the tape or you just ripped your pants.
Yes!
He's out.
He is free. It was about an hour 20, something like that. 1 hour and 20 minutes, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, about 35 over the over-under.
I don't care. You guys, you'll never know because you weren't in it, and you all will judge me on your little hill, but that's fine.
I'm not judging
No,
you because
not judging here.
we're all older. We're all fatter. We're all slower. I mean, you're just a mirror of me.
She's picking us
I'm
all
actually
up, yeah.
skinnier now than I was in Miami, you witch. And I have duct tape stuck in between my teeth. It's a terrible feeling.
It's a tough thing to get out.
It's tough, man.
I don't know if floss will take care of that or not.
All right, Kevin, I'm sorry. As you were.
Yeah. Somebody sent us in a fun little factoid here about Friday the 13th that apparently every single time that a month starts with a Sunday, we've got a Friday the 13th.
Oh,
I
look
did
at
not
that.
know that.
I didn't know that either.
Uh-huh. And if you love palindromes, this is a week and a half for you.
Palindrome. What the hell is that?
Yeah, it's when something is the same forward as it is backwards and vice versa. You have it with words. You can also have it with digital dates. And for 10 days starting today, the dates on the calendar are going to look the exact same forward and backward. It's palindrome week and a half. Yeah, so from September 10th through September 19th, the numbers are going to be in the same order, whether you start at the front or at the back. That's if you don't use a 0 in front of the month.
So I think I speak for Virginia and myself when I say, what the hell are you talking about?
It's a lot of numbers for us, and we're not so smart.
Yeah.
Headphones are broke.
Headphones are broken. Yeah.
She's gone.
Well, they put up a good fight. But, I mean, they had to do with duct tape and White Claw and aguardiente. It's a lot there.
I think, how many is that? 019? Is that 11?
I think that's 12 headphones, actually, you've burned.
More than one a month.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a good rate. Yeah,
He's just leaving.
digital day. Well, he needs a break. He needs to go lay down. And take the rest of the show off. Go get some rest. Yeah, today's date, 9/10/19. So that's September 10th, 19. So if you plug that in backwards, then it'll be a palindrome.
Freaky. Yesterday was 9/9/19. That was freaky, too.
Yeah, not as freaky as what we got today, all the way through the 19th.
All right.
So palindrome week and a half, if you like the numbers game. So there you go. All right. Well, if you want to go see all the fun stuff, Jaybird Escaping from the Chair, I believe we've got that up on our social media. You can go and watch the recaps on that.
Feels good, baby.
It does. To be free.
I am exhausted. I am so tired.
I bet. There's a lot of effort you put in there.
And I kind of just want to go to a bar and drink.
And that's why we have a problem.
I don't know, dog. You brought on this beast. You gave me the claw. And the claw started it all.
Yeah, that's what it takes. Just a little sip of claw and the rest will do you in.
No laws and you're drinking claws.
Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or kvjshow.com.
There's a woman who was on a dating app, and apparently she had her likes in whatever her bio was, and she has a viral post today because of the reaction that she got to something that she had put up in her viral post. Now, apparently, this woman, she had put up in her Tinder profile, her name's Danielle, and she's from Canada, this screenshot of a guy who took issue to her like of charcuterie. Apparently, the guy said, she mentioned in her bio that she liked charcuterie. And he said, well, what is this, whatever it is? And she said, it's like a board full of meat and cheese and grapes that you have with wine. And he wrote back, I am sorry. I don't think I'm ready for that. And that was it. He dotted out because she likes charcuterie and he's a real man. Virginia, real men don't mess around with charcuterie. That's what he's trying to say. I'm a man's man. I eat steak and burgers.
Well, you know, a lot of the things on charcuterie, however you say it, it's meat. It's a lot of cured meats.
Yeah.
It's sausages, it's little cured meats, it's hams, it's
But it's frilly, it's, she, it's high, it screams high maintenance.
Yeah, you're very Tequesta.
Yeah.
I love.
And some guys are out there really looking for those things that scream that a person might be high maintenance because maybe they've dealt with it before. I think somebody in the studio might have. And they're like, okay, that's just one side. Not to say that I'm all out just because of charcuterie, but it all adds up.
This guy's a moron. Okay, you can enjoy fine things and beautiful food and then still go to Popeyes. Like, you can live in both worlds.
You can't use buds as an example?
Buds. I think of buds as an upper level.
But if you've been burnt before, I think it's all signs. And let's say that one of the biggest things I would say for you, Jay Bird.
Yes, sir.
You would be apprehensive about dating or going on a date with somebody that seemed like they might be high maintenance.
If someone's doing charcuterie and that's the only thing setting me off, no, I would absolutely give them 100% chance. It's when they have annoying characteristics about their.
What would you say are your top five signs someone screams high maintenance?
Being shallow on the end where they have to constantly be enticed by material possessions. They're always about material possessions, and if they don't get their way with material possessions, they start to pout a little bit. That's annoying. Mm-hmm. That's one.
Okay.
I would say anybody that looks down at service and tries to talk down to service people, I think that's a high maintenance person.
Yeah.
I think somebody that always has to, I don't know, man, just go in on you about your eating habits and, oh, you're not exercising that much. Well, I don't want to exercise today. I'll exercise tomorrow.
There are a couple of signs that I seem to see that if you were like really right now trying to be aware of like, okay, I don't want to date anybody that's high maintenance. The things that I kind of see, I see high label end purses, kind of car you drive. These French bulldogs are all over the place.
There's an attitude and there's a tone with their personality. Not to say that good-hearted people can't love those things, because of course they can.
Of course you can.
But there are people that are just driven by that, and it's easy. It's easy when a girl starts to tell you about all of these other famous people that have hit on them. High maintenance chick. Oh my gosh, I was hanging out with DJ Khaled, and DJ Khaled was totally looking
name
at
dropper.
Oh yeah, name dropper, high maintenance, big time.
Yeah.
Virginia.
I'm just gonna
Name dropper, or she's gonna tell you about how many guys are always hitting on her. High maintenance because she's emotionally high maintenance. She wants to let you know there's so many people after her, so many people find her attractive, and she has to tell you about that. High maintenance.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder what people would put in their top 5 list of top 5 signs that somebody's high maintenance.
If some guy was hitting on you and it made you feel good, are you going to go back and tell Panda about how the?
No.
Why do
I do not do that. I don't play that game.
I shouldn't say girls because guys do it too. I'm just saying in my position, why do people do that to where they have to tell you about everybody that hits on them and how desired they are?
It's because they have insecurities and they want you to think that they are more valuable as a partner than really they think they are.
But it's a major turnoff, though.
I know.
It's a major turnoff.
Well, why are you creating drama and jealousy? It's not going to do anybody any good.
I don't have to know about this police officer that's hitting on you. I don't have to know about this guy. Yeah, I get it. He's good looking.
Sounds like he's speaking from personal experience.
Somebody's been through it. He's been through the fire.
And I've been burned.
Okay, some of the signs that you might possibly have somebody that is a high maintenance. You can pretty much check hair, nails. Nails is one thing. That nails, going to always to the nail salon. There's, I'm saying you add all these together. I know a few high maintenance ladies in my life, and the suggestions that are coming in, check. Yeah, check.
Okay, so you're basically just saying this is a red flag just to look at.
It would be putting together a profile.
All right.
This is a list of what the women in his family do.
Yes,
okay.
I can say it's check. That would be my, and I do know that making sure that the nails are done, that is a very important thing. The type of purse that you have is important. Cosmetics is also a very big deal.
Yeah.
All these kind of things kind of go into it. I know that brunch is very popular, and so is White Claw.
But it's funny that if you throw in the combination of brunch on a Sunday, plastic surgery, yeah, you start
It's a profile. That's why for me,
I gotta bring my dog Muffy to brunch. I have to. She has to come with me. She's gonna fit in my purse. Yeah, she's high maintenance.
And they all like charcuterie. I'm just saying.
Okay, not you throw it all in. Yeah, as a syllabus.
And they like charcuterie. Yeah.
It's not salami's fault, though.
No, it's not.
Don't take down charcuterie because it's
just
delicious.
But they feel like this is what I need to be eating right now because it's so Instagrammable and everyone's talking about it. And every great brunch in Boca has a great charcuterie try.
You are dating with guy or girl high maintenance if their social media game. If you look at their pictures and they have 40 selfies posted up in the last 2 months, you are dating with a high maintenance person.
Selfies are dangerous. There has to be a balance. You have to have a bunch of regular pictures and then a selfie.
I'm not saying they're a bad person. I'm just saying you have to understand you are getting involved with somebody that's going to take a lot of your energy, attention, and it's going to be a lot about what they want to do.
They're insecure.
Yeah.
Are they? I mean, I think they are, but gosh, it's so brazen, but it's insecure. I get it.
I think it is.
I hear you.
Because they're going to put 10 filters on it, and they're going to be like, why didn't you like my picture?
I have to make sure that I do 9 selfies and post them. And it's the same damn picture, just with a different backdrop.
They're high maintenance guys as well, as we've been reminded. And somebody from Miami said, okay, any guy that takes longer than me to get ready, that's a sign he's a high maintenance dude.
Any guy that tells you, yeah, I'm a male model, he's high maintenance. I'm telling you, he is.
Actor or model.
Actor or model, especially under the age of 30, high maintenance.
And another sign they want to remind us that you might have a high maintenance guy, a guy that will tell you how much everything costs.
Also,
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, what do you think about this belt? It cost me $600.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah.
The guy, I won't say girl, the guy that wears sunglasses into a club past dark time, who's being serious, he's high maintenance.
Okay. All right, some of the signs.
Guy has an abs.
877 abs. Abs is high maintenance all of a sudden?
For guys, it is.
You can't have poor guys with abs?
Terrible lover.
877-979-WRMF. Yeah, here we go. We're getting ready. Tomorrow about this time, we're going to be kicking it off. The 48 hours of KVJ to rebuild the Bahamas. Our goal is to raise $100,000, 48 straight hours of the KVJ show. That's how long the Bahamas had to endure Hurricane Dorian. So we're doing it right now. If you want to start getting your requests in, your shout-outs, $50 for a shout-out, $100 will play up to a 4-minute song from a major record label that is FCC friendly. And for $100, you can spend 30 minutes watching the KVJ48 in person. Just go on ahead, hit us up, and text it to KVJ Bahamas to 44321, 44321 to donate. And you just text in your receipt. Let us know what it is you're requesting then, and we can start getting that set up. We start at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I had one more to add on to the high maintenance.
Guys that won't let it go.
Just one?
I have one more. Okay, so listen, I don't have any girlfriends. Seriously, I do not get along with girls. All of my friends are guys. Seriously, I love all my guy friends. They're great. She's sleeping with 4 of them.
4? That's a low ball.
Yeah.
I just cannot get along with girls. High maintenance.
Okay. There you go. Jaybird is giving you nothing but wisdom, and he's got one more nugget left here. Your thought for the day.
This one's dedicated to the Great 48.
Okay.
Okay, I'll
Are you son of a biscuits ready for this?
So ready.
Endurance is not just the ability to bear a hard thing, but to turn it into glory.
Yes.
Tomorrow,
yes.
The Great 48,
yes.
we turn into glory.
Turn to glory.
Yes.
Glory.
That's right.
Yes.
Glory. For the Bahamas. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Yay. After the Show podcast coming up live on YouTube in just about 15 minutes. We'll see you there.
You know how you hear people on the radio and you're like, I wonder what they look like when they're saying that. I wish I could see them. Well, you can. We're right there on youtube.com/KVJ show.